So, my fellow Earth inhabitants, citizens of the globe, peace to you in your life, in your community, your family. Heartfelt regards for your well-being and your experience of the abundance of our universe. Be it known that the fifth dimension of higher spiritual consciousness, the spiritual existence of man in a transformative state of light being, is in process and will be seen manifest in various stages in the coming times. It's been a 12,000-year hiatus of man's ascent. This ascension, as many consider it, will not transpire by the ascension of spirit beings from embodiment on the planet Earth, but beings will be embodied. Spirits will be embodied as physical beings. This will be a continued status of humanity. However, understand this. This is the important part, and this is the part that so many scoff and ridicule about, because they don't have the magnitude of perception. They haven't opened their hearts to allow the light in, to illuminate the vista, the magnitude of glory that God and His kingdom entails. It's not about the fantasies. Even your thoughts, the ones of apprehension or disregard or disbelief, are known to the universe. Thoughts that you don't know within yourself, the unconscious or subconscious thoughts that you have, are known to the universe. Therefore, my fellow earthlings, it is imperative, not just important, it is absolutely a must that you be clear and consciously honest in your position. You can't wish-wash and say, oh yeah, I love the Lord, and then you go out and you beat somebody over the head and take their money. Rape their daughter. Steal their savings. Get them caught up in some nefarious scheme. Human slavery. They call it human trafficking. Why does everything got to be so nice? So what it is, it's slavery. Sexual slavery, bondage. Forced to submit yourself as a sexual toy because of a debt. I digress. The transformation of humanity to a higher consciousness and a state of spirituality that transcends the former status has been set. It's not just predicted, it's been set. It is the Lord's will and has been stated as much in so many different ways and means and manners over eons. This last 12,000 years is specifically important because of this particular ascension proclaimed that 144,000 souls would be chosen to lead humanity into the new era, the new age. And this is God's will. So now we hear all the things. We're out here. We're advanced. This is 2025. Technology is thriving. AI is on the, not just, AI is on the throne. Let's put it like that. Let's say AI is the actual new age God, as it were. Knows everything, can kick out all this information, predict things, hypothesize, and this is a machine. And it does more than the average person can. We are in that era where diabolical, high-level consciousness and energy could thwart mankind's upward ascension to God's will, to God's kingdom, by a simple misjudgment, thinking that we've arrived, thinking that we're technologically savvy. I'm not here to judge anybody saying that, oh, you're not doing anything important. In this three-dimensional state, it is. And that's what we do. We pursue these sources and we think, oh, yeah, this is a source, this is a source. No, never understanding or accepting or acknowledging that the source is always immanence and grace of God's universal love through his plan. He even sacrificed his only begotten Son to give us a chance. I mean, we've been in this situation in the past. The flood is a reflection of our inability to ascend. Now we're at another crossroads. And all we hear is the predictions, the counter statements. Oh, it doesn't have anything to do with that. And everybody wants to take the easy road and listen to the predictions and not take what's in their heart to measure when they still feel panicky and uncomforted, by what they hear. They're not comforted. Are you? You comforted by what the so-called leaders are saying about the state of affairs in the world, the country, your neighborhood? You feel safe with your child at school, or do you kind of put it out of your head and hope that you'll hear no bad news? I wonder how many parents went through that in our country. What's our system doing about that? Are we just not talking about it? The last horrible situation that, even in the protocols that we had, was the officers standing around and waiting for the shooting to stop. I digress. The predictability of what we can expect if we do not direct our energy. Yeah, we can be pretty smart about how stupid we are going to be. But if we let go of the predictions and we have faith and belief that God is our salvation, and we start looking into our hearts and our minds, and we look into each other's eyes, and we know that each other are looking for each other and need to have each other, we will then make ourselves available to ourselves through God's will, through his patience, through his care, through his spirit, his energy, his power. And there will be protection and growth as a human civilization. We will ascend to places that we have no idea were ours to have, that were placed aside, and that have held the universe. We've held the universe back from moving forward because we're supposed to do something. You guys, I'm not authorized to tell you. You need to get to. You're missing out on your inheritance. I mean, if I'm an old guy, and some of y'all even young, the 20s, people in their 20s now listening to me. If y'all don't get y'all's act together, you may miss the full glory of reaping God's rewards, the abundance. If you make every effort now, the Israelites, they wandered in the desert after they was freed, after Moses took them up out of Egypt, wandered in the desert 40 years because they had no faith, scared. They didn't take the energy, the fact that God had saved them from bondage, and turn it into a will and a commitment, and put on that armor, that belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, helmet of salvation, that shield of faith, and the sword of the Spirit. They would have been fully equipped out there, knowing that they got up out of there and they got to the Red Sea. Now, how they not gonna know how you know you ain't saved at that point? How you gonna say, he wants you to do something? Go cut something, cut a path. Keep moving. Cut that brush and cut through. Find you a spot, a clearing, get near some water. Find some animals. Hear some birds singing. Live some life. Don't be just sitting up there thinking, oh, somebody got to make it way better for me. I'm the P-B-S Digipreneur. I am the messenger. I will return. Y'all have a nice day.